Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Jones Mind Expander Twin. This board features Jones's Christensen Surf Cam Rocker, which is just traditional cam rocker, so you got camber underfoot, rocker in the tip and the tail. This is going to make it a little more loose in the tip and the tail, so ease of entry in and out of turns as well as better float and powder, but you're going to get that drive, snap, and power right underfoot from that camber section. This board is available in 150, 154, 158, and 162. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a sunny bluebird day with average temps. There was some dust on crust, sugar snow, leftover hot pow, chopped chunder, and perfect corduroy, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. Alright, so when it comes to the flex of this board, there's nothing mind-blowing with it. It's your standard run-of-the-mill all-mountain freestyle flex. Softer tips progressively stiffening up to the middle where there's a flex point right in the dead center so you can really twist it, and that affects the torsional flex. You notice it, but it's also not crazy flexible. Now, when it comes to the stability, this is a board that you actually want to size up on. Last year I rode the 154, which should have been my size for something like this, but it turns out that the 158 is actually better for it. This is a deck, like I said, you want to size up on. With that said, you still do get chatter out in the tips, and that resonates slightly underfoot. It's not a damp ride by any means. It is very lively. When you're on a groomer and you're charging, all that kinetic energy, you just feel it coming right up underfoot, so you're going to feel that all day. And if you straight line into a rutted out mogul field or chunder field or anything, keep your knees bent because this board will get bucked around. The nice thing about the camber profile on this board is that it's easy to load. So when you down weight that camber section in the middle, then roll on the tail to spring off of it, you get a springboard-like effect. It's almost a skate style pop with it, so you don't have to be overly calculated with it. It's got enough snap to make you happy. You can pillow pop, launch side hits, or just, send it off a cat track gap and you're gonna be fine with it. When it comes to jumps, go hit jumps. You like hitting jumps, hit jumps. You don't wanna hit jumps, don't hit jumps. If you want to be laid back, you let the lip throw you, it gets the job done. If you want to pop off of it, you get a little bit higher and you go a little bit further, but it's nothing mind-blowing. This board is a pow butter dream. So between the camber into the rocker, the slightly softer flex, and that 3D shaping, it all works together in the nose and the tail when you want to butter with it. So you can just get your weight outside that camber zone, flex that rocker, really press into it, and it's going to hold. And then as you're flexing that rocker, when you want to disengage, it springs you right out. You notice that you get that pop. So if you do like a front side or backside 180 into a pow butter, and then you want to pop out and bring it right back around, you've got that spring for it. You never feel like it's too hooky at the contact points or anything like that. When it comes to jibbing, this board can jib. It locks into presses and it gives you that snap you want out of the end of the feature. It's predictable. When you go sideways, that camber section hugs right around the feature, but it doesn't clap out. You just feel it balancing on there absolutely perfectly. And, it wouldn't be my first choice to go hit rails with, but if you need to, you can do it with this board. So by sizing up on this board, you actually get a little bit more power under your back foot when you drive a carve. It's not gonna wash out. It allows you to kick your knee into the center of the board, flex it, get that power and get that spring out of the turn. Overall, it's a fluid and smooth board for edge-to-edge transmission. You notice that 3D shaping slightly helps you. It's not mind-blowing, but you can feel that you got a quicker roll from toe to heel. This is a board that if you want to lay it over, go ahead, lay it over. It'll grip, it'll rip. You can lay a trench with it, but where it really excels is swooping around people and staying on edge. You can just feel that it's locked in and it's going to turn from one side of the trail back to the other. Anything in your path, you can get right around it. So those short, tight, quick setup carves, or even just those high power, full speed, like zipping in and out of ski school carves, you don't have to worry about it with this board. Who's this board for? The Twinish Loving Powder Hound. So sizing up on this board is actually relatively important, I think. You get just more power, more drive. It doesn't flex out on you. You don't have to worry about it. And it makes for a more versatile ride around the mountain. You can carve with it, you smash pow with it, you can go in the park. It's just a blast to ride, but you want to remember to upsize that 4 centimeters. So if you would normally ride a 50, go to the 54, 54, go to the 58, 58, go to the 62, and 62, well, you're kind of screwed. That's kind of how it is, in my opinion. It just feels better when you do it. It's just more stable. It's just a more versatile ride, as I've already said. Comparable boards. The Battalion Party Wave Twin, the Amplit Data, the Libtech Orca. Binding recommendations: the Jones Mercury, the Battalion Blaster ASIM, the Union Strata. This has been my review of the Jones Mind Expander Twin. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us more, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.